Hi, Sandy here. So my last video, I was working on making lots of Christmas border bases and tag bases. So I'm not sure how many of these I made. Well over 15 to 20 of the border bases. Just gluing together some strips. You know, you got to use those strips for something, and I'll make fancier borders with these. This is a scrap that I had that I cut previously like that, so there's a nice border base. They don't all have to be perfectly straight. And then I already had these snow ones made. This was some gift wrap, and this was the print on it. So I just glued it right on there. I might add a couple of rhinestones or something, but otherwise this doesn't need much. I already made these snow ones out of scraps. And then I made these. This one is gift wrap. That's gift wrap. Gift wrap. Gift wrap. Scraps. 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 Miscellaneous. This one's... There's a lot of gift wrap on these. This is my favorite print. It's small and it's good background for things. So I made 3 of those. I'm probably going to make some more Christmas tags because I've got so much stuff. And then I've got this Christmas napkin that I found in the bins at the Goodwill. And it had a white lining on it, and you tear that off. I watch a lot of videos about people making journal stuff, and they have these beautiful flowered napkins. I don't know where they get them. They swap them. You know, I think they buy the package and then they swap them with the others and just keep a few of them. But anyway, I know you take the back off and you glue it on. And yeah, I think they said it's better to use liquid glue than a glue stick. So I used liquid glue and I painted it on there, and he's got really wrinkly, but I'm not worried about it. I'll flatten them out. I'll put a weight on them and flatten them out. And they're crinkly. Now, this one I glued directly onto a cardboard scrap, and the brown kind of showed through, so it's kind of vintage looking, and that's okay. And then I took a piece of white paper and glued that on, and then I put the napkin on top of the white, and it's much brighter and cleaner. I like them both, but I think if I made more, I'd do them this way with the white. So, and I'm going to make some more of those. I've got still working on stuff, and then I'm going to start working on my next Christmas glue book, because I just want to thin this stuff out. Yeah, I just want to thin this stuff out, and yet I went on Pinterest yesterday and I printed all these things out 4 to a page, like 3 by 5 size. Aren't they adorable? They're just so adorable. I cut these out. This one, when I actually use it, I might cut out his whiskers a little more, but I don't want him catching on things. These won't last me long. I'll probably be gluing them into my glue book, but they'll make good. Now these bigger ones, these will make good tags and borders, some of them, because they're smaller, but these are too big. These are for my glue books. Isn't she sweet? Santa on the phone, I really like that one. I really like all of them. There's just millions, probably millions, I don't know, hundreds of thousands of cute Christmas stuff you can download. Definitely millions of cute pictures to download from Pinterest. So I need more stuff. But these are for my glue box. Always an excuse. Okay, so I'm going to do something different today. I was on Facebook and somebody made this. I hope you can see it. I'll move the phone around for the glare. It's like cardboard paper. I've got some. I'm reaching for it. Anyway, I've got some of that. So I thought, and it's got some music in the background, and some lace, and it's not a tag, it's square. It doesn't matter. You can make what you want. It looks like they used some tea-dyed, coffee-dyed paper and put it on a white background with, you know, and added some flowers and things. So, it's not often I see something that I think, I gotta make that. Well, I gotta make that. So, I'm gonna make a couple. They're not gonna be just like that. So anyway, I bought a Christmas thing at the antique store. It's a Christmas Mickey Mouse candy dispenser. And this was the lining inside. And it was on this. And I peeled it off. And sometimes that goes well and sometimes it doesn't. But I just save everything because I try to use up my stuff and I keep adding to it. But it's fun. So I've got this. So I thought, wow, I can finally use that stuff. And I've got these scraps. I thought, well, I'm gonna save those. No, God, Sandy, stop it. Throw that away. Anyway, so I needed some Christmas trees. I thought, well, I've got my Sizzix machine, and a friend of mine gave me this. I am not interested in buying any kind of a Cricut or anything that works with a computer and those sticky mats. And I've seen people commenting, oh, what do I do? It's ruined my project. No, I don't want to go there. A friend of mine, I was so blessed, gave me this. And she gave me the holders are these like tall towers that hold the cartridges. And she gave me 7 towers of them. Gosh, I was so blessed. I haven't used it a lot. I've had it like a year and a half, maybe 2 years. But so, and of course I got everything organized. I have all the Christmas stuff together. So I found this tree. You probably can't see it. Here's my tea-dyed tag I'm going to use. Of course, I got to do a tag, not the square. But it's just way too big. You can see you can't see probably. It's sticking out here, and it's too tall for my tag. This is the size tag I want to use. So, no, that's not going to work. So I looked through the rest of my things. I had like flowers and outdoor stuff, and I found this one. And this is a little tall, but it's going to work. So I thought, is this going to work through that thick cardboard stuff? Well, yes it did. It did work. I'm going to take a second and get this off of these are my tag things. These are my favorites, of course. You know me. So, and I keep this behind me on my bottom shelf. I'm going to get that out of my way. I'm going to get my 2 things over here out of the way. Anyway, so I'll get this out of the way. Of course, then you end up with this. And I trimmed it down. I can't waste that. So first off, I'm going to make, these are going to be very simple. I looked through my scraps for something that'll look good behind there, and I found this. So, I'm going to make 2 tags with that, 2 square things. So, luckily I'm gluing on this side and not this side, otherwise I'd have to use some liquid glue, but where's my glue stick that I started? Oh, well, there it is. Okay. So we'll get this all glued up. Kind of out of camera range here. I heard my brother laughing. He's in the family room watching TV. My husband is at work today, working a 12-hour shift from 6 to 6. Then he's going to take me out to dinner tonight. Okay, this is a little scrap that came loose. I'll pull that off. Okay. So we'll get this other one glued. can fit it on there. And I just killed another glue stick. I go through a lot of glue sticks. If I use the bigger ones, they last a lot longer, but I get such a good deal on buying this box of 60 of the small ones. So that's not a problem. Okay. Now, this will be a little bit rustic looking with the cardboard. So, I've got my favorite scissors. It's a jagged, torn edge look. So I'm gonna, I don't know if that's gonna work because, well, maybe I'll do one. No. I don't have enough edge to cut that there to use that. So I'm gonna have to use my scissors. Now I could use my straight edge, but I'm just gonna use my scissors. So I want to leave a little edge around it, pretty even all the way around. Not perfect. Now, I don't know if I want to add anything else. I think that is just cute the way it is. I don't think I will. I think that's just fine. So that was pretty darn easy. Okay, so now I've got 2 of those made. I really like those. Done. Those are done. Okay, and should I keep these little strips? Sandy, no. Don't do it. No. Okay. So then I'm going to make 2 of these. I've got my tea-dyed paper tags. This is just computer paper. I tea-dyed it. But I think I want an edge on this. Make it more substantial. This came in a paper pad. And that is some ugly paper. But I know, everything has potential as far as I'm concerned. And this is going to be perfect for my project. I've only seen one piece of paper. Somebody gave me a stack to chew stuff out of. That they had some extra. And there was some snakeskin paper. No, that's the only piece of paper I don't ever want to have. So, I'm going to glue these on here and then trim them around so they have a bigger edge. I think if I just glue it down here with an even space all on 3 sides, then I only have to trim around the top. And then I'll put this one like this. It's slightly crooked, but I don't care. Hands are getting a little gluey. Okay, so now I will just trim it about this far from there. Okay. That's slightly bigger than what this is my favorite size tag, so now it's slightly bigger, but it's not a problem at all. These 2 are going to be basically identical like those other 2 I just made. So, then there was the music. tear some strips of music. This has these musical notes. I think I want to make sure I get one of those on there. And then they used a lace about this wide. And it was white. I'm not sure if I want to use this. It's pure white, and we're going for... It's not bad. I'm going to try this. This is more of an aged lace. I could glue 2 strips on there. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. So I need 4 pieces about this big. And I'll be gluing everything on with the glue stick except for the lace. I think this lace is actually old and dirty. That's why it's because it's more brown right here than in other places. I got it from a thrift shop or somewhere. I went to a garage sale once, and this was torn. You know what? But once it's glued in place, it gives it more of that vintage look. Okay. I gotta put my straight pin back in this one to hold it in on the little thing. Okay. That's a nice little scrap. Yes, I have to keep that. Okay. I better find my glue. I keep this in this cup upside down at all times because it's so thick. If you don't, you'll be squeezing for a while. Oh, that side looks kind of nice. I'm going to put it down here. It's going to get covered up anyway. Actually looks better than that. And I just flipped this one because these are more dominant. I might not be able to punch holes in this once I get the tree on, but that's okay. All right. Cut that off. And there'll be white glue everywhere, but of course it'll dry clear, so that's not a problem at all. think I'll go ahead and get them all glued up while I got the thing upside down. I do make most of my tags pretty much with the same thing, with the little tags hanging off the edge and a picture, a subject at an angle there, and then a few things scattered around the top. But you know, I really need to be more creative and make different things. Okay, and now I think I will go ahead and use liquid glue on this, then it'll be stronger because it's got to stick to that lace. Okay. I think I do have room to punch a hole. These would almost make nice Christmas ornaments. Okay. Now the other one had those flowers on it. So this is my box of things. I'm digging through and looking for things. I've got some gold things. Okay, I'm going to just randomly add a few dots on here, and then we'll put stuff on there. I need something for a topper. And I'm trailing glue all over. That's alright. Okay, this flower slightly resembles a star, so we got a star on the tree, and then I've got these sequins. I hardly ever use my sequins, so it's kind of cool I got a chance to use it. I went on YouTube and I chose my audience as adult audience. They just the FTC said that there should be an option. The FTC's law made an option for adult audience, made for children, or family friendly. And for some reason, YouTube just doesn't want to give you the family friendly option. So I went with the adult option because I assume a lot of my viewers are adults. Children are welcome to watch. And then they will watch YouTube will watch your videos. I did make a glue book with my Mickey Mouse stuff. I have a lot of calendar pages and all kinds of Mickey Mouse stuff. So I made a glue book about Mickey Mouse. They will probably re-tag that video as for children. And then once it's tagged for children, they won't do notifications. They won't put it on for suggestions. They won't do much with it. So, and I only have, I think I'm up to 413 subscribers. So, I don't get paid or anything. Well, those are done. That was kind of fun. And I don't like to spend a whole lot of time on stuff. So there you go. There's 4 new ones. I'll have to set these aside and let them dry. So thanks for watching, and I'll probably be making another video soon. I'm still I think I'm going to make some more tags, which I'm not going to do on tape, but on video. But then I'm going to start playing with another Christmas glue book, using up those things I just printed and a lot of other things I have saved up. And I got to try to use up some scraps on those pages because I've got plenty. So thanks for watching. Bye bye.